Jeremy Sockman here today with a great little flick just in time for all you spring breakers out there. It's the movie so nice they named it thrice. That's right, you might know it as Lauderdale, you might know it as Spring Break USA, you might even know it as Spring Fever USA. It's a movie so great one title just wasn't enough. It's like the producers knew that one simple name couldn't sum up this much greatness, so they changed it a few times to make sure people could see it like the first time all over again. They sure knew they had something special and wanted to make sure you had the chance to spend your money on it more than once. The movie is about Larry, a prototypical nerd who really has a problem. Not only is he facing a tough exam the day after spring break, but he doesn't even have a girlfriend to spend his week off with.
You're so weird. I can understand why some animals eat their young.
His best buddy animal, a real barrel of laughs, is going to party all weekend. Things aren't looking so hot, but then Larry sees Heather and knows he's found true love. The movie makes sure to give us a chance to have Larry express his true feelings for her.
You have the most incredibly fantastic body on the surface of the planet.
This is refreshing. Rather than all that pining from a distance, he just comes right out and tells her what he wants.
Heather, marry me. Mother my children. Be mine forever.
She's all set to turn him down when she's almost kidnapped by a couple of real bad guys. Larry and Animal save her, and she's so grateful she wants to spend the night with Larry at her hotel room. Well, of course he says yes. But the thing is, she really wants some Dom Perignon to put her in the mood.
It's the only champagne that'll do. It's gotta be the old DP.
So we get an incredibly tastefully shot bathtub scene of Heather as Larry goes about trying to get a bottle. Of course, wacky hijinks ensue when he runs into an ornery liquor store owner played hilariously by Bino.
I'd just like a bottle of... Hey, I'd love to give you a bottle of. This is a liquor store. It's what it's all about. You want liquor? I want liquor, liquor. What about a liquor?
Then there's an attempted robbery, a homeless man, even a snooty waiter. But just when it looks like he's going to score with the girl of his dreams, they're interrupted by the two goons and she takes off. Larry wakes up captive and learns that the bad guys think he knows where Heather ran off to. Before he can do much, he's saved by Jane Beaumont, who tells him the real story. Heather owns shares in her father's company and they need her to be in New York in a week's time. But the girls disappeared. So we get a whole movie of Larry and Jane trailing Heather all across the country, staying one step ahead of the bad guys in a desperate attempt to save the day. We get all the right moves of quality filmmaking here, including signs overlaid to make sure we know where the characters are, musical numbers by up-and-coming 80s bands you just knew were on their way straight to the top, and loads of empowering footage of women, whether it be oil wrestling, participating in wet t-shirt contests, sunbathing, bending over, even dancing on stage. I really appreciated the strong messages this movie put forward, like, spoiler alert, the best friend Animal ends up getting Heather at the end.
I've been on a quest for the perfect man. The mega, mind-melting cream dream, and I finally found him.
She looks past his weight and sees the party animal within. It's a real body-positive message. But don't worry, folks. Larry knows he was sitting right next to the girl he should have been with all along. That's Jane. Love blooms large on cross-country traces, never forget that. But we can't ignore the dork characters. Dick Dork and Duke Dork.
One you had on the balcony now.
No. Dick wants you on the balcony now.
No, you.
No, you.
I really applaud this movie for having the courage to present two mentally challenged people as the heavies. It's not often you see such great writing for an underrepresented group on screen, and they really get to shine with some great dialogue, pratfalls, and even a nude scene for you ladies out there. Heather is played by Janine Lindemulder, who you might just recognize from a certain Blink-182 album. Larry is played by Daryl Guibo, who's gone on to a successful career in voice acting. We even get a cameo from Ron Jeremy in the key role of Cycle Psycho. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Lauderdale!
All in all, Lauderdale or Spring Break USA or Spring Fever USA or whatever you know it as was a solid 90 minutes of well-written comedy, compelling and realistic characters, believable storytelling, and a message that transcends decades. And don't forget about all that tastefully shot nudity. It's rare that a movie like this can understand how best to show the female form but not be exploitative. And the director, Bill Milling, knew just what to do to stay classy.
I guess that's sort of true.
So check out this movie on VHS today and get ready for a great time. I'm Jeremy Sockman, giving this movie my seal of approval.
Friday night, said you got the weekend free. Called the beach report to see what was up before we head for Sun MC. Joey picked me up Saturday, put the boards on top of the car. Drove to the beach, head highways, we didn't have to drive too not too far. Because we go to the beach because it's fun.